Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Ranking Nerf Lines. Today we're looking at a game line. We're looking at Overwatch. Overwatch was a really big popular game until they completely screwed over their entire fan base by making a second game that was free and completely getting rid of the original game, which actually they did fix things, but it was just a big like pedocle, and it just wasn't very nice. But the Nerf line has 6 blasters in it, and well, let's just take a look at that and see if they're as good as the ones in game, shall we? At 6 is the McCree blaster. Oh, how young we were thinking this was going to be a 6-shot revolver, and it turns out to be a 1-shot breech loader. First of all, is this even a good blast to use as a prop? Not really. It looks sort of like it. There's just too many like moving parts on it. There's that open like slice in the middle of it right there. Like they made it to be a cosplay blaster, but it really didn't work well. And they made it to be a Nerf gun, and it didn't work well either. So this is a bad blaster across the board. You prime it back with pretty much the barrel in the front, opening the cylinder to load 1 rival round. You can load 2 if you like, because it can shotgun, but it's really bad at it. You close it, you fire. The handle is the trigger's The cool part about that is its hammer, which you can actually prime back, and will prime when you prime the blaster, and when you pull the trigger, it will slam fire with a little tension spring on it, and it just makes a fun little bank sound. So even without the darts, without the balls, it will still be fun to use. And the spinning, uh, thing on the handle, it's good too. But overall, this is just a bad blaster. 6th. This thing was supposed to be way better than it was. We had hope, and Nerf did not even try. F5 is the Diva Blaster, the yellow edition. This is a 3-round top loader blaster. You prime it back, load 3 rounds into it. It only came with 3, so thanks Nerf. It has a cool little keychain on it, but how it works is you prime it back, forward, pull the trigger. Pretty much that's it. When you're out, you prime it back, you load 3 more on the top, and yeah. This, as a Nerf blaster, is alright. Very low capacity, but it's alright. For a cosplayer blaster, it's actually pretty dang good. Like, this thing looks like the blaster from the game. Even has a cool little, it's really cheap, but cool keychain on it. And yeah, this would work well if you're going as the yellow Diva. And yeah, nothing much else to say, really. F4 is the better one, I think, which is the original one, the Diva's actual blaster. Again, only comes with 3 rounds. I think it comes with a worse charm, but the blaster itself, I just think, looks better. It just looks like actual Diva, and you can buy that way easier. You can buy a cosplay of Diva original than the yellow one, way easier. And yeah, this is an amazing cosplay blaster, but it's just an okay Nerf blaster because it's 3 rounds of rival, and that's just not very good, in my opinion. At 3 is the Tracer Blaster. This thing is the greatest cosplay thing that Nerf made. It is another top loader it only holds 3 rounds, but when you prime it back, the actual thing on the side comes out a little. And when you push it forward, it goes back in, like actually in the game. This thing is amazing. It was so good. It was it's so expensive. Like, I have not been able to find one. I really want one of these. I want two of them actually, but I can't find one for under $100. And it's just a really good piece. 3 rounds, holds 3 rounds, and yeah, it looks like Tracer's Blaster. I'm pretty sure the handle is not going to be comfy, but it just looks exactly like Tracer's Blaster. It's a okay Nerf gun, holding 3 rounds, and an amazing, amazing cosplay piece. And it's just beautiful. With that, let's go on to 2 though. 2 is the Reaper Blaster. This thing, I would say it's an okay. It's an okay cosplay piece. It's not very good. Doesn't really look like it, but it's okay. Handles are there. But this is a 8-shot Rival Blaster. This actually came out before the 8-shot shotguns in Rival. So this thing was the first thing we ever saw of it, and everyone wanted one. So at the time, this thing was a pretty good Rival blast, pretty good just Nerf blaster in general. It's a top loader, holds 8 rounds. It primes by the back, but the thing is that back part is very weak, and you don't want to push it too hard. Like, it's just not very good. Handle is okay. It looks cool, but doesn't feel great. So overall, this is a better blaster. But if these guys were a 5 out of 10, like this guy was a like 6.5, like not much better, but it just, a lot of people thought it was really cool, which it is, and the issue is just its priming bar is weak and just doesn't work well. And with that, let's get on to the final one. It's the Soldier 76 Blaster. For a cosplay, actually, I don't really, like, it's not perfect, but it's not bad. Like, this is a good, like, solid. I'm not very, like, I'm going to give this a 8 out of 10 for cosplay. And for an actual blaster, it's a 9 out of 10. Holds like 40 rival rounds. It's full auto. It has a cool little thing on the side that actually acts as recoil, which is awesome. But it's like a Prometheus, but just 40 rounds in a small little hopper. The issue why this is only a 9 out of 10 is it's really hard to load that hopper, and it tends to allow darts to fall out, and it was just not built for it. But it does work well. It's just a full auto Rival Blaster, so it has to be number 1. But let's go through this thing one more time. So this is it's an 8 out of 10 for cosplay, a 9 out of 10 for a Nerf blaster. This one is a 6.5 out of 10 for a Nerf blaster, and I would say a 5 out of 10 for cosplay. The Tracer is a 5 out of 10 for a Nerf blaster, and a complete 11 out of 10 for a cosplay. Tracer Blaster is a 5 out of 10 for a Nerf blaster, and a 10 out of 10 for cosplay. The other Tracer Blaster is a 5 out of 10 for a Nerf blaster, but a 10 out of 10 for cosplay as well. The McCree Blaster is, like, it's still a fun blaster to use, so I'm going to give it something. It's like a 2 out of 10 for a Nerf blaster, and it just doesn't look good. I'll give it a 2 out of 10 for cosplay. But that's all of the rankings, guys. Thank you for watching me rank all of Overwatch. If you want me to rank a different line, please leave a comment below. I will rank whatever line really you put in the comments, really. That's just how it's going to work. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you in a completely different one. I've done so many ranking videos. Bye-bye.